Want to know why? Ask how. Howard the Humongous. In this election season, we have an odd cast of characters. We have Little Marco, we have Lying Ted, we have Criminal Hillary. Is Donald Trump Con Man Don? Is Donald Trump a con man? Or is Donald Trump what he claims to be? A super negotiator, a man of extraordinary judgment, a recruiter of geniuses who can turn every problem into a success. Look, a con man has an extraordinary skill, really an amazing ability. It's the ability to produce confidence in normally insecure people. Not just normal confidence, exhilarating confidence. A con man can convince you and me of his magical powers to predict the future and to make you and me rich. Convincing us, his targets, that if we put our fate in his hands, he, the con man, will deliver us a paradise. Few people reach the human emotions as deeply and as reliably as the con man. So why do we despise con men? Because their promises are false. They failed to deliver. They rip people like you and me off. They often do it really big time. Which brings us back to the question, is Donald Trump really nothing but a con man? Here's a blunt fact. Donald Trump is not what he claims to be. He is not the maker of automatic and extraordinary success that he says he is. He is not a perpetual winner. He is not a non-stop victory machine. Donald Trump has had his failures. Trump University, Trump Steaks, Trump Ice, and 4 bankruptcies. Bankruptcy number 1 was the Trump Taj Mahal in 1991. Bankruptcy number 2 was the Trump Plaza Hotel in 1992. Bankruptcy number 3 was Trump Hotels and Casinos Resorts in 2004, but that was really 4 failures in one. It included the Trump Taj Mahal, the Trump Marina and Trump Plaza casinos in Atlantic City, and a riverboat casino in Indiana. And then there was bankruptcy number 4, when Trump Hotels and Casinos Resorts were reassembled as Trump Entertainment Resorts, and that too, in 2009, went into bankruptcy. But entrepreneurs take big risks, and some of the chances they take fail, right? Well, not exactly. Trump has convinced others to invest billions in his projects, telling them the same sort of wonderful things that he's telling you and me. When the projects have failed, his creditors, the folks he borrowed the money from or brought in as suppliers, have lost their money. Just one beef supplier lost $750,000 to Trump. Many of Trump's projects have not produced success. They've produced failure, but there's something worse. The nature of Donald Trump's promises. Many of those promises have been outright lies. They've been untruths. They've been false promises. They're promises that Donald Trump had no intention to fill from the very beginning. For example, 10,000 students at Trump University paid from $1,495 for 3-day seminars to $35,000 for gold-level programs with personal mentoring, not from Trump. Many of those students are now suing Trump. They want their money back. They feel that what they got was worthless. More important, they feel that they were lied to. Were they? And most important, were those lies anything like the promises that Donald Trump is now making to you and me? Were those lies anything like the promises that Donald Trump is making in his presidential campaign? Here was one of Trump's promises, quote, "We're going to have professors and adjunct professors that are absolutely terrific people, terrific brains, successful. We are going to have the best of the best. And these are people that are handpicked by me," said Donald Trump. Recognize any of those terms from the Trump presidential campaign? Like absolutely terrific, terrific brains, successful, the best of the best, handpicked by me. Was Trump's promise anywhere near true? Not on your life. In a recently released deposition taken on July 25, 2012, Michael Sexton, the man who ran Trump University, stated under oath, quote, "None of our instructors at the live events were handpicked by Donald Trump." So wait, hang on, we got lost here. Not a single one. So promise number one was a lie. But there's more. Trump University promised to give you Donald Trump's personal secrets for making a fortune. But Trump had no input into the school's courses whatsoever. He didn't care about the content of the courses. If he had any secrets, the folks designing the courses apparently never had a chance to get to know them. But maybe the Trump University students who are complaining are just soreheads, losers, who were incompetent at applying Donald's secrets, right? Secrets, of course, they were never given. Judge for yourself from this enthusiastic testimonial acquired by CNN. This is from somebody who loved Trump. Here's what CNN said, quote, "A student who wrote one of these affidavits praising Donald Trump told CNN that Trump University enabled him to cut better deals and manage bigger projects in commercial real estate. He said, it opened my mind and put my knowledge up to another level." That was Jesus Castillo, a real estate investor based in San Juan, Puerto Rico, who supports Donald Trump for president. But CNN goes on that the records show that Castillo filed for both Chapter 11 and Chapter 7 bankruptcy in 2010 and 2011, after enrolling in Donald Trump's program, in the Trump University program. With Trump University, Trump broke every promise he made. He did not handpick the faculty. He did not personally train them. He did not explain the secrets of his success to the people who wrote the program's materials, much less to the students. There was only one thing he insisted on: total, hands-on control of the advertising. He meticulously supervised the use of his image, his name, and his videotaped sales pitch, the sales pitch in which he made promises that were completely false. Promises he had no intention of fulfilling. Yes, those false promises, the lies, were the only part of Trump University in which Donald Trump had a meticulous and personal hand. Then there's Trump Steaks, Trump Ice, and Trump Vodka. Here's what Donald Trump said about Trump Vodka, quote, "Trump Vodka, which has been so successful. It's the #1 new launch since many years, over 100,000 cases. Sounds exactly like the rhetoric that Trump is using on the campaign trail, but it's not true," explains J. Patrick Kenny, the creator of Trump Vodka, quote, "The company cratered," close quote. Then there was Trump Steaks. Donald promised, quote, these are his words, "the world's greatest steaks in every sense of the word, and by far the best tasting, most flavorful beef you've ever had." And Trump charged between $200 and $999 for the privilege of a package of steaks and Trump hamburgers. 50% of the reviewers on QVC, the shopping channel, did not feel that Trump delivered on his promises. One reviewer called the Trump steak hamburger, quote, "the worst hamburger ever." And others complained that it was a greaseball. If you had invested in Trump steaks, you'd have made a big mistake. Said the head of the Sharper Image, the company that sold Trump steaks, quote, "the net of all that was we literally sold almost no steaks," close quote. But Trump still came out on top. A huge poster of Donald Trump was displayed in every Sharper Image store when the steaks were launched. Yes, Trump came out on top, but no one else did. The lesson? Compare Donald Trump's promises to reality. Make that comparison carefully. Writes Natasha Gelling, a reporter for the Smithsonian Magazine and for Think Progress, quote, "In a September interview with conservative radio host Hugh Hewitt, Trump bragged that, quote, "I will be so good at the military your head will spin," close quote. Trump made that statement just moments after confusing the Iranian Quds Force of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard and the Kurds, which Geiling points out is the fourth largest ethnic group in the Middle East. That's a huge, whopping, big, policy-destroying mistake. So when Donald Trump says, quote, "I will be the greatest jobs president that God has ever created," close quote, is he doing what he did with customers for Trump University and Trump Steaks? Is he making big promises when his ability to deliver is zilch? Is he lying? Is he creating a heady sense of confidence? Confidence that will lead to disappointment or worse, to tragedy. Is Donald Trump con man Don? The person who will have to decide that is you. This is Howard the Humongous, speaking to you from the future. It's your job and my job to make. Or, want to know why? Ask how. And now for that off button. Some people think this is easy. Where the hell is it?